We're out early morning, ready to dig the last of our sweet potatoes. We're going to see what we've got left in the ground. As you can see in the distance, Danny is taking the vines to the pigs. They're enjoying their new home.
Good morning, everybody. It's Danny from Deep South Homestead. We have finished our sweet potatoes in the pasture over here by the candy corn cabin. We got 3 more 5-gallon bucketfuls of reds back there. Some were big, some not. We keep a lot of the small ones because we want to be able to have slips for next year. And we plan on really ramping up the slips this year because of what happened to us this year. Losing probably 500 of our slips due to the weather conditions. So we're going to try to plant more sweet potatoes this year and have more slips to possibly overcome that problem and then have more to sell. But then we have the white potatoes here. Now, we've been asked what variety these are. We originally started with Triumph, and then someone, and we don't remember who it was, sent us some white sweet potatoes, and they've all got mixed in. You can definitely tell the difference because the ones that got sent to us have a pinkish tint to it, and the true Triumphs are long and white, just beautiful potatoes. And you can see some of these. That's some nice white sweet potatoes. And like I've told you in previous videos, my daddy always told me, he said, son, if you want to plant sweet potatoes, that's great. But make sure you always plant some white ones because the white ones will make no matter what. And we only planted 1 row of them this year. And, you know, guys, they did good for what we planted. And plus with the weather conditions, the drought, these things done fantastic throughout the drought. The reds have done pretty fair. One thing today we noticed, because of the drought, when we plowed them, we usually dig them by hand because they break up so bad, but we plowed them today because the ground is just like powder. These things rolled out of the dirt, I mean perfect, in this powdery dirt. So we've learned, I should have paid attention to my father, I reckon. My dad always piled his in the dry dirt. But guys, it made it 10 times easier to get these potatoes out of the ground when it's just powdery and dry. So lesson learned, we're going to dig them from this point forward on dry times, not when the ground is damp. So we've got probably 2 or 3 more buckets over there in the floor of the house that's yet to be canned. Even with the 3 left in the floor at the house, we've already canned, or Wanda has already canned, around 60 plus jars of sweet potatoes, and then we've got all these to go yet. Now we'll save some of these for baking, especially the whites. The whites, we don't can the whites because they're better eaten fresh, and we make French fries out of them and baked white potatoes and all. They're not as sweet as the reds, but they have a taste that I love. So we're going to be planting them next year again. We're going to be baking these and eating them in fries. And then we're saving slips from both of them in the cellar for next year so that we'll have an abundance of slips, hopefully. We're going to try to do a better job. We also have the 1 more patch up here to do. We experimented with black plastic over sweet potatoes we had told you all about. We fertilized the ground, put the black plastic down, planted the draws in it, and we've not touched it since. We haven't watered it. We haven't done anything to it just to see how they'll do if they're just left alone. Now, in their defense, the pig did get out one time and go up there and eat them all off, and we thought maybe we'd lost them, but they've all come back out. I don't know if there's anything under there or not, to be honest with you. We'll know when we dig them, and we'll probably do that here pretty shortly because we're needing to get ready to plant carrots, and we want to see what happened under the black plastic, because if they do good and us having done absolutely nothing to them, next year we may just plant everything under black plastic. We're just going to wait and see. So guys, we got a lot to do yet. We're going to get out of here. I wanted to show y'all the end of the sweet potato harvest here for us at Deep South Homestead. Wasn't what it usually is every year, but we done good this year compared to the weather anomalies. We feel blessed by the Lord. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we've got a 5-gallon bucket full in the bucket here of just bad potatoes that we're going to feed to the pigs. Plus, we fed them all the vines off of the sweet potatoes and the little potatoes that was hooked to the vines. So there's another 5-gallon bucket full of sweet potatoes that's been fed to the pigs today. So those pigs have eaten well, and they're going to eat well. So that's another reason for having pigs on the homestead. They clean up the stuff that's left over. So thank you guys from Deep South Homestead. Guys, we're getting ready to plant our garden for the winter time. We like to keep a cover crop on it for the winter. Hall's Tools has sent us a premium greens mix here that we got. It's a 1/4 pound of seed. There's roughly 800,000 seeds in a pound, and this is a 1/4 of a pound. So, you know, we don't have near that many seeds in it, but we're thinking about where our garden is going ahead and just doing a cover crop during the winter of these seeds here. Along with, we'll probably do some broadleaf mustard and some other types of, some tender greens and some different things. Because this premium mix, I really don't know what's in it as far as what types of greens. And I'm going to do some research and see if I can figure it out. But I'm going to plant stuff that we know we can eat in this garden. And two, if the deer want to eat it, we don't have a problem with that if they want to come out and eat. It's just that next spring we want to have something to turn under and use for green manure under the dirt. And plus the broadleaf mustard gives off a chemical compound that fights root nematodes. So we feel like if we can put the broadleaf mustard, the premium greens mix, and some other greens that we really like in the dirt, and plow the whole garden up in it, then we'll have a beautiful garden all winter of beautiful greens that we can go out and harvest and just have a smorgasbord of different greens. So we're going to be using the Hall's Tool greens mix, the Hall's Tool broadleaf mustard mix, and some other greens that we've saved from our own seeds here, all together in there, because we're not saving seed. We're just planting a fall cover crop in our garden if it rains. So we're hoping that we get some rain, because right now it's like this deep, a foot deep in just pure powder. Guys, we'll show you the part whenever we get ready to plant, and maybe you'll see how we plant our fall cover crops.